Intruder alert! Do it in the Brotherhood.
Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between.
Initiating defensive procedures. Checking mapping project. For nearby military emplacements that require assistance. Satellite array detected is requiring assistance. Engaging navigation.
Geiger's going crazy on my suit. You willing to do some work?
I can't help her.
It's a free country.
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Getting cold feet? I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It's never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Don't have the key. No way to pick this. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean.
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on?
Those...
What's going on? Father? Father?
I'll kill...
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father! Father! Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand.
Uh-huh.
Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find...
Uh-huh. Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have... It's good to find...
Sure.
I am.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here
Sure. They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being.
Yeah, you lost me. I don't see the point of any of this.
You don't see the The Institute, plenty of that was even in the... But then the I was exact. I am their father. Through...
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please, Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
After what I've seen, I pity the man. He was as much a victim as anything.
After what he... But yes, the Institute Tech... He never failed, I won't lie. What else can I say?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never... With old age, but what else can I...
So you're...
I am the Institute.
They're scared of you, Sean.
People are always... Ultimately, the...
Whatever.
Just give me time. I know there's more for us. The Institute is on the verge of some... I've been a part of something, and now...
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes. That is what I proposed. The Institute. You've been in the company.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. I hope that you can... I simply ask that you give the... We really do have... Will you take that? Just... The Institute is... You want to introduce... And finally, Dr. Lee...
Done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary...
Hi, Doc.
Oh,
They weren't kidding.
I don't know.
You really are
Most
here.
of them have lasted
Well, all
long
right.
past their projected
I'm
lifespans.
Alex. When
If you
Father
ask
told
me,
us, if you don't mind
they're
my...
built pretty well.
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then, as you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanic. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems. There's a lot of machinery, the work we do. So,
Right. On board with what?
the Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a lab. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the
Blah, blah, blah. I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Uh-huh.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full...
Greetings.
roll out.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Thanks again. Of
I'll
course.
take a look, sure.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about
Welcome
this
to the
unannounced
Institute,
security
sir.
suite.
Doctor.
I'll pass along your
Welcome.
message,
Welcome.
Doctor.
It is so good to meet you.
Hi.
Scanning. Subject identified.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to
We're
knock
all
some
looking
heads
forward
together.
to working with you.
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Excuse me, Doctor.
So,
There's enough friction as it is
here
between
you are.
us and pretty much all the other departments.
I'll be up front.
Sure.
Despite your... I'm sure you...
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. It's nothing personal. Now, Father has asked, our primary...
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact...
Why does it matter?
If there is some defect, I suppose... Now, unless you need...
I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. I just wish it didn't happen so often.
Sir.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The doses will be much larger this time, and the side effects will be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy...
Don't worry. I promise I won't get...
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you.
Given that the relay, in case the if nothing else. Now, unless...
I'm good for now, thanks.
All right.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. Forgetting I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Batch 274.
I
Not
don't
yet.
think you'll be
I've
needing
been
that
reviewing
suit of
Father's
power
plans to
armor in
expand our
here.
operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family
Welcome.
is doing.
So good to have you here.
Young Wally must be
Dr.
close to
Clayton
10 years
Holt.
old by now.
I can't wait for you to see the
Remarkable
work we're
a
doing.
child can
It's
survive for so long up there, don't you think?
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but
The gorillas are synths too?
they are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know, but it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasion. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be the superior synth
Sing it, brother. So it's like every other wonder gizmo ever invented. When will you eggheads learn?
Have faith. Let me a rogue. His memories of the under his leadership. I've dispatched.
No. Sure. We'll just fight our way through an army of homicidal maniacs and ask this synth to come on home.
I didn't say it would be easy. But I'm confident that with a Courser at your side, you'll have no trouble. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.